and get the measurement needed. So we'll mark a straight line on top of our paper to serve as the starting line. So from the starting line we'll go up by 2 inches because we'll be adding a 2 inches band. So I'll mark the length of the trouser, which is 15 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance, that's 16 inches. So I'll mark it all round and use my ruler to make it a straight line. So after that, from this side I'll mark 7 inches from the starting line to the length of the trouser and join the point in a straight line. So from that 7 inches point I will go up by 2 inches and mark my crotch measurement, which is 12 inches. Then I'll use my ruler to make it a straight line. So after that we move to step 3. So on the starting line from that 7 inches point I will mark my round waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, while on the crotch line I'll mark my round lap measurement divided by 2 plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll use my ruler to extend from the waistline to meet the crotch line. Then from the center there I'll go down by 1 inch from the waistline. Then I'll use my tape rule to check slanted, leave my waist measurement is still intact, and I'll use my ruler to slant. I'll be labeling the line, the waistline, the crotch line and the full length. So from the waistline I'll curve like an armhole to meet the crotch line, just the way I'm doing it, guys. Then I'll use my ruler to extend the crotch measurement to meet the full length. For that 7 inches peaks and mark, I'll go up for my full length by 3 inches. And I'll use my ruler to slant from my waistline to meet that 3 inches point. Then I'll curve with my free hand to meet the full length from that 3 inches point. So while sewing on your fabric, you can go ahead and add your zip on the side, at the back, or on the front. So we'll be adding a zip at the front, so I'll just be adding a allowance at the front, a zipper allowance. So from the waistline I'll go up by 2 inches, then I'll mark 7 inches. And I'll just go out by 1 inch from the waistline at the front, at the center there. Then I'll curve it below. So I just watch the way I'm doing it. This is the zipper allowance for the center front of this trouser. I will label the pattern my front piece. So after cutting, I'll be illustrating the dart to you. So the dart on this trouser is not sewed in, it's folded outside. So that 1 inch for sewing allowance, you just go ahead and fold it in a bit like this, like half an inch. Then you sew on your fabric like this. Then you can go ahead and add your sewing allowance when cutting your fabric. For the back piece, we are going to be repeating all the steps we did in the front piece. So I use my ruler to mark a straight line out of my paper to serve as the starting line. So like I said in the introduction of the front piece, we are going to be adding a 2 inches band. So we'll go up from the starting line by 2 inches. Then I'll mark the length of the trouser, which is 15 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance, that's 16 inches. So I'll mark it in points and use my ruler to make it a straight line. So from the side I'll mark 7 inches from the starting line to the length of the trouser. Then I'll use my ruler to join the points in a straight line. I've already went up by 2 inches from the starting line and mark my crotch measurement, which is 12 inches. So I'll just use my ruler to make it a straight line from that 7 inches line which I marked. So after that I'll label the lines. So on the waistline I'll impute my round waist measurement divided by 4, which is 7 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance, that's 8 inches. From the center back of this trouser I'm supposed to go up by 1.5 inches, but it's not enough, so I'll be adding like a pieces there. So on the crotch line I'll mark my lap measurement divided by 2 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll use my ruler to extend the waist measurement to meet the crotch line. Then from the waistline I'll curve like an armhole curve to meet the crotch line. Just the way I'm doing it, guys, just watch me. I will extend the lap measurement to meet the full length. So at that 7 inches space, we'll go up from the full length by 3 inches. Then I use my ruler to slant from the waistline to meet that 3 inches point. Now I use like my free hand to curve from that 3 inches point to meet the full length. So I said earlier that I'll be adding a pieces to the top of the paper so that I can go up by 1.5 inch at the top, at the center of the back piece at the top here. So I'll impute the paper, and I'll use my tape to keep it in place. So after that, I'll go up by 1.5 inch from the center back of the waist, and I'll extend the line with my ruler to meet the 1.5 inch upward. So I'll be going in by half an inch. I'll slant to meet the initial waistline, just the way I'm doing it, guys. Then I'll now slant to meet the waistline, the starting line. So I'll use my tape to slant, let me check if my waist measurement is still intact before I slant. So after cutting the back piece, this is the front and the back piece. So the dart of the front piece will be folded in by half an inch to not be sewed in, but the back piece that is going to be sewed in, so I'm just be illustrating it for you guys. I will divide what I have in the waist by 2, then I'll go down for the length of the dart by either 4 inches or 5 inches. So I'll be taking half inch at both sides and will slant to meet the length of the dart, just the way I'm doing it, guys. So guys, this is all for the darting of this flare. You can go ahead and cut it on your fabric and sew. I'll be dropping a sewing tutorial, so go ahead and turn on the notification bell and subscribe to my channel so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next one. Bye bye.